Hello, my name is Mars, and welcome back to Slay the Princess. So, now I've seen all 10 of the chapter 2s, and it's just a matter of going back to the ones I have seen already and trying to do something different. So if you remember, I mentioned before that my second playthrough, which was not recorded, was a very aggressive one. I did everything I could in chapter 1 involving the knife, so that means I killed her a lot of times, and then for most of the chapter 2s, I ended up killing her again. And what this led to was an experience with a few of the chapter 2s that didn't really feel complete. Like, yes, I got some interesting chapter 3s out of it, but specifically, I didn't feel like I explored the Spectre or the Prisoner to their fullest extent. Interestingly enough, I believe those are also the two chapter 2s from which the new chapter 3s that were released with the Pristine cut branch from. I don't know specifically how to get to those new branches. It'll be cool if I somehow reach them, but I'm just gonna do what feels right for now. So, I'm gonna start with the Spectre, who, you get to by killing the princess without hesitation.
You're here to slay her. If you don't...
Alright, and we can skip with tab, that's right. And because we're just going to... gonna kill her without hesitation, let's be enthusiastic about it. Sweet, I've always wanted to offer Monarch. Viva la Revolution!
That's the spirit. You make your way up.
Proceed. Sorry, hero.
The interior of the...
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Alright, here we go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Silence. We're not gonna say a single word to her.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
So asking this is what gets us to the razor, which I might want to do later. Because I kind of want to see what happens when you go into the razor chapter 2 without the knife, because both times I've gone with the knife and it just devolved into chaos, and I like to see how it differs. Just slay her.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Let's leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just going to stay here forever, right?
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
I think I'm gonna save here. Because... Hold on. Once we get to it, I want to know what happens if we really feel happy and just stay and don't do anything about it. No, we're happy, I'm sure of it.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess.
What happens if we just chill here for a while? Do we, starve to death or something?
More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Good ending. You did it. You saved everyone.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Past the point of no return, there's no going back now. Okay, maybe I'm not happy, and I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you. and you shouldn't do it.
I guess there really is just no way out of this one, except for killing yourself.
In a sense, we
Unfortunate.
die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
You better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
I was really surprised when I first saw this. Where, like, I went back down into the basement and she hadn't, like, come back to life or anything. She just rotted. That was really shocking to me, because that's not the direction I expected this game to go in. Or, I mean, it's the direction any other game would go in, but I didn't expect this game to. In any of its fruits.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Chapter 2, The Spectre. Alright, here we are.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
The fact that there's no reward for doing this.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe that's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
I like the voice of the cold. It's really unfortunate that the way you get him is by killing yourself, but it makes sense, doesn't it? It makes sense that he would be attached to a feeling of total numbness that is associated with suicide.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment, if you're back here... Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too. Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you. And I believe your other question was something along... What do you mean? Of course there weren't any... Yes, but had you failed? It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
I like the voice of the cold, I really do. He does something for me. Okay, moving on.
Just stay focused, will you?
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
If anything, the world ended after I slew her. When I tried to leave, everything was gone.
That's a good point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess was what ended the world, not the other way round. Yes. Maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world. And now we get to go through the whole charade again, wholly aware of what's waiting for us at the end. But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. We did kill her, after all. You're going to find her in the cabin. If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't be here. And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a load of nonsense. You'll get your happy ending. I promise. Well, that's exactly what we're afraid of. Really? Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you. Oh well, there's no use arguing over your masochism. The cabin awaits.
Last time around, I stabbed her in the heart and she died. How can someone like that end the world?
She just can. You'll have to trust that what I'm saying is true.
That's
Right.
all.
Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Proceed.
A warning. She will lie, she won't be a problem.
Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
Why did someone bother to wallpaper this place? That's a weird detail. I guess the fraying of the wallpaper makes it all seem more haunted. But it's weird that it was wallpapered in the first place, right?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Mirror?
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this. I care about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about someone as innocuous as a mirror, what else could he be hiding from us? I'm not lying to you, I promise. There isn't a mirror. Really.
This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been. So focus up.
Alright. Let's be, so confident that we killed her last time that we're just gonna enter the basement bladeless.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Even the narrator sounds scared. Usually he's like, that would probably be doing her a favor. But now he actually sounds scared.
The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
She's oriented a different direction. Her dress looks very different as well.
Okay. She's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
What was that beep I heard when she started talking? I hope that wasn't from my machine at all.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
What if we tried that? Oh man, I kind of want to try that. No, we're not gonna risk going down the same path I've been down before. Let's wait and see how things play out.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore. So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe? Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
Let's seriously say, I'm sorry. Is there any way I can make it up to you? Let's say the people who wanted you dead tricked me, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up.
Nobody tricked you. And the fact that the princess's spirit has risen from the dead should be more than enough evidence that she isn't exactly sweet and innocent. It's all been an act. She's pretending.
What, do only nasty bad people become ghosts? I don't think so.
I wouldn't say she's ever pretended to be sweet or innocent.
She does have a little bit of an attitude, but I can't blame her. We did kill her after all. I wouldn't be nice to my murderer if I was killed.
The enemy of my enemy.
The princess circles you again, her icy fingertips trailing up your spine, sending shivers rippling across your flesh.
I don't want enemies. I don't want to fight. I just want to go home.
Oh, that's a cute face.
Is that really so much to ask?
And just where is home,
Yeah.
I wonder?
Where's home?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away.
The real world, the one that we saw with the wild.
Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me.
Yeah, this is what I was missing last time, because I just tried to kill her right away. I didn't talk to her or anything.
All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper. A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
We can leave her in the basement, grab her, and if we talk to her more, I think that gives us another option. I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that.
Too little, too late. But you can still make things right.
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance?
When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it?
No.
So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that. It wouldn't be hard to do it again.
Are we putting this to a vote? Because personally, I'd prefer if we didn't die again.
If that's what it comes down to, that's what it comes down to. But I don't see the point of offing ourselves just yet.
Oh, that's sweet of you to offer. But killing yourself wouldn't help either of us.
It would seem that everyone here is in agreement except for you. I shouldn't have to tell you that you shouldn't kill yourself. So please, try to keep your suicidal tendencies in check.
Thank you, narrator. Will do.
Like I said, I just want to go home.
Let's see, what else can I tell her? I guess I should tell you why I was sent to kill you. You were going to end the world.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over.
She is right, though, but that's neither here nor there.
It's
What's
his name.
done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
I'm not cold. I'm just dumb. Hold on. These are all things I could say. It was wrong of me to believe that. What are you going to do? You didn't answer my question. Do you want to end the world? I'm stupid. I'm feeling pretty, self-hating right now. I'm not cold. I'm just dumb. I'm just a big, dumb, stupid idiot. Stupid, stupid, stupid. What was I thinking just believing what I was told?
Oh, cut it out. You don't need to be so pathetic.
Never mind. I don't think I want to see you beg. That's just sad. I shouldn't feel sad about my murderer.
What are you going... Shit, everyone sounds disappointed in me. I should grovel even more.
No, you're not doing that.
This is funny.
That's right. Don't you dare grovel. Mine is the only opinion that matters, and I'll never be disappointed in you. As long as you do as I say.
Okay. What are you going to do if I help you get out of here?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt. Maybe I'll haunt you. It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when it's someone that's dead.
Jesus Christ.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
I don't think most living people could answer that, either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
Let's leave it at that. Let's ask her what she wants. Is there any way I can help you get home? Do you need me to bury those bones?
No. Those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them. Smash them. It won't do a thing. But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least, not alone. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Yikes.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
So by us, the hero means would she be able to hear the voices, the narrator included?
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Did she communicate with the voices while we were in the wild? I don't remember. This would just be temporary, right? You'll leave once we're out of the cabin?
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long, 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 long time.
Don't much like the sound of that. It's crowded enough in here as is.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
That is a very dangerous train of thought.
I think we're gonna do that. I think the cold has a point. Sounds great. Do it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
That's a good line.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
Ugh.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul.
I like that effect. It reminds me of the aging effect in Scarlet Hollow. The clouding on the edge of the screen.
I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
No, sorry, I didn't save.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
All right.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Ooh, this should be interesting.
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
So what is it like inside her mind? I guess she works similarly to the protagonist, but the different aspects of herself don't coexist, do they? They're always mutually exclusive.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
What? Where? Where is the glass?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, they're dumb.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
She's being so nice to us. She's so happy that we're letting her do this.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
All right, leave. Let's just go. Let's not linger with the thoughts any longer.
your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do.
Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
Alright, let's not get into the semantics of the difference between a world and a universe and everything beyond that.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door.
Hey, we're seeing the world from the other direction.
For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Can we take the blade and not do anything with it?
You reach forward and mindlessly take the blade from the table. What do you plan to do with it?
We're just gonna take it.
Blade in hand, you continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
What's over?
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open.
Will it be forest or will it be nothing?
Collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see... yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world?
We're still here.
Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Hey! You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
I'm out. You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Cleo.
Don't mention it.
She can't hear you anymore.
This was where I meant to be.
You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You don't need to comfort him.
I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Whatever makes you happy.
Approach. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
One of us always hurts the other. We didn't hurt her this time. I mean, at the beginning we did, but then we worked together. How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream of a life she could never have, but that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for a yearning heart.
Yeah, she was very kind to us.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
Alright, Chagri, please don't walk on my keyboard. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
I don't want to go back anymore. I just want to stay here forever if I have to.
If you need time, then I will wait with you.
Continue. There is no waiting forever. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
I really liked that one.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright. Prisoner next time? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I like the Spectre. I feel like the Spectre is probably the first one that a lot of people get because they just go in, slay the princess, and leave. Like, that's what they're told to do. It's like the Stanley Parable. Most people choose the door on the left first, or whichever the one you're told to go down. Some people like to push against boundaries like that. But I think most people listen to what we're told to do first things first in a video game. I didn't get the Spectre first because I hesitated. I wondered if she was armed before I killed her, and I got the Razor first. But the Spectre is a really good introduction to this game. It's spooky enough, it's bloody enough, it's beautiful enough. Yeah. I like the Spectre. Alright. So next time we'll try the Prisoner, and maybe I'll make an effort to try and get the new third act that comes from the Prisoner. I was glad that I saw this. I really enjoyed the princess talking to the voices. But I was kind of disappointed I didn't see any of the Pristine cut stuff, so maybe I'll make an effort. Study the memories, the gallery page, to try and guess what I'm supposed to do. But until then, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more Slay the Princess.